Hey, what's up, Bronze Age heroes? How's it going? Um, see if I'm actually live here. So I was having an issue, of course. It looked like it wouldn't let me connect my streaming software to the stream. So hopefully this is going out. I'll be doing some setup here while people trickle in just to make sure I got everything going. And hopefully somebody can pop in here and let me know how we're doing. If there's video and all that fun stuff. Looks like one person popped in. Yeah, the screen's gonna go away for a second as I set something up. Bear with me. Hopefully that's there now. We got Mark the Cuddy Sark in here. Oh, awesome. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you doing that little sound video check for me. I don't know why OBS just would not connect to YouTube for me. So that's exciting, I know. All right, guys. So like I said, welcome into the show. I know there's only probably a couple of you in here. We got J2 in the house. How's it going, Jay? Thanks for joining the stream. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, and if you're watching this on the rewind, you know, you might want to skip ahead a little bit as I say hi to everybody or whatever. Plenty of news topics, and we're going to do a lot of unboxings too. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Oh, we got Economics and Comics in the house, and welcome in Comics Quest. Glad you guys were able to make it. Hey, Collector P, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. So there's a lot of juicy news, a lot of juicy topics to get to tonight. Just to kind of give you guys an overview of what I'm going to be going over. We're going to talk about the Mario animated movie and the casting news. Get a little reaction on that, so be ready for that one. We're going to talk about Nicolas Cage buying the Jim Lee X-Men 1 artwork. We're going to talk about the Marvel lawsuit, of course, the Steve Ditko and the estates of all the creators essentially suing, and then the countersuit and all that fun stuff. There were some trailers. We had Sandman, a new Witcher trailer. Cowboy Bebop had their intro premiere, kind of as a trailer, so to speak. We got some stuff to talk about with CGC. We got some Babylon 5 news, which is something I never thought I'd say. Yeah. Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh, are we making it rain, or is it raining where you're at, or are you just excited? Oh, because it's juicy. I got it. Yeah, the delay always messes with me. So yeah, and then I got a lot of unboxings, a lot of stuff to show you guys that I picked up, including some unboxings from Economics and Comics. I also have an unboxing from Things from Another World, so you can kind of see the difference in packaging there. We'll kind of show that off a little bit. Plus, I picked up a couple figures too. I'll show those off. Some kind of fun stuff. So lots of stuff going on. This is a giveaway show. So if you super chat tonight, you get a chance to win some giveaway prizes. First up is a couple books I pulled from my personal collection, and then a book I just yeeted off into nowhere. Hold on. Okay, luckily it wasn't a comic book. that explains why it was so light. That's really funny. So oh, I haven't seen that movie yet. The pig movie. Is that the one that just came out there? He just was in some new movie, right? I did see, shit, what was the last like really surreal movie he was in? I want to say it was called like some lady's name, like Serena or something like that. I can't remember what it was called. Nadine? Some name. And that was a weird freaking movie. So anyways, it is a super chat prize. Can't wait to see the chat roll through with all that talk. Don't worry, no comics were harmed. We got the King in Black #1 variant. That's gonna be part of the super chat prize. This is what fell off. It's a tattoo. It's a tattoo from King in Black. And this was donated from dangerouswaters.com. So I wanted to throw that in there. And then since I figured, Mandy, thank you. since I figured, hey, we got some King in Black stuff going on, I pulled a couple things from my personal collection to give away as part of this, kind of make it a little bundle. Got the spoiler variant for King in Black 1. And then I just thought this was a cool cover, the variant for Planet of the Symbiotes 2, the American Kaiju cover. I think that's neat. And then this is from Brennan. He sent this in with an AOK, and he kind of communicated that, hey, feel free to use this stuff as part of your AOK or your giveaways. So I thought I would use this too. This is some really cool. This is an art print. It's numbered 2,102 out of 2,300. And guys, if you know signatures better than I do, I asked Brennan, but I didn't get an answer back yet. If you know that artist mark right there, let me know, because I can't identify the artist off the top of my head. But it is a really cool art print. So the Super Chat prize is, just to show them one more quick time before we get going in the show, that awesome Thanos art print, numbered. King in Black, Planet of the Symbiotes number 2 variant. 2 different variants for King in Black number 1. You get the spoiler variant. Spoilers, by the way. And then you get, who is that? Another artist I can't identify because I suck. So somebody will tell me, I'm sure. And then you get the tattoo too. So you can be a super, super cool person. But, I don't have a whole lot of Venom stuff to give away. I figured I was told it was Venom Day by Eddie's Mullet earlier. I didn't realize it was Venom's Day. I guess it's because the movie probably came out today in most places. I don't even think about that anymore because I don't go to the movie theater right now. But got Warlock in the house, got K-pop junkie in the house, holding it down. So yeah, some cool prizes. If you guys super chat, how that works is, let's say you super chatted $5, you would be entered in positions 1 through 5, like raffle entries 1 through 5 to win. And if you super chatted 6 and 7, $6 and $7, if you super chatted $2 on top of that, you'd be 6 and 7. There we go. Let's get some caffeine going. One of these days I'll start one of these streams and I won't be coming in straight off technical difficulties because it'll definitely make things easier. So I want to get into the news stories. We're going to get the weird thing where it's going to look like a million versions of my streaming software for a second. YouTube is telling me I'm now live. It's awesome. Okay, there we go. And here's the tricky part. To get my chat back over. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I guess Venom 2 came out today. That must be why, right? I'm assuming that's why it was Venom Day. So the first thing I want to talk about is the voice cast for Mario Brothers. I know, this is a few days left of the fact, but this is my weekly show where I kind of go over everything. If you're first time in here, by the way, welcome to the show. It's late night comic book talk. We talk about all the news that's happened over the last week. I call it nerd news. And we also go over some unboxings and stuff I picked up and just kind of talk about stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought it was October 1st as well, but I don't know why he was calling it Venom Day. Did like ASM 300 come out on today's date? I don't even remember what the ship date was for that. So he's not in here. He should be. But yeah, we'll go through with this Mario news. So just real interesting. Let me make sure I can. Yeah, you guys can see that. So Chris Pratt as Mario, I think that's polarizing for a lot of people, and I can understand why. It's unusual. He did do like a little Instagram or Twitter kind of thing where he was talking about it. And he made like the total like if I tried to do the Mario voice, like, it's a me, Mario, he did that, and he was like, don't worry, that's not the voice. Which is kind of interesting. Okay, it was in May. Yeah, we got lots of sickos. This is like economics and comics light over here. Gotta love the sickos, guys. So we got Chris Pratt as Mario. I mean, I'm reserving judgment on that because I don't like to judge video games or movies or TV shows before they're out too much. I get that it's kind of what we do as a culture to a huge extent, and that's understandable. But I mean, like, you know, if they're positive, I like to react to them. If they're negative kind of reactions, I don't really like to judge too much, because the one that I think of all the time is I remember how much everybody, you know, panned Heath Ledger as Joker, right? That was, I vividly remember that. And that turned out to be a mistake because he did a kick-ass job. So Charlie Day as Luigi, I think that's, you know, a pretty on target announcement. Anna Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. This is actually the one that kind of struck me as weirder than Chris Pratt as Mario. I don't know why. I really enjoyed her, like in Queen's Gambit. I think she's a good actress. I kind of liked her as Magic in New Mutants too, but for some reason, like, imagining her voice, she's kind of reserved. And I don't really imagine that with Peach, but you know, she's an actress. Maybe she could knock my socks off. I don't know. So that's cool. Oh, continue to the next slide. This is the one I saw the most reaction to, was Jack Black as Bowser. I don't know. I can see it in kind of a cheesy way. Kind of what it reminds me of is Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik in Sonic. I feel like that's kind of a similar, I mean, they're different types of actors, I know. But it just kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy, great actress. Totally, you know, I have no problems with her acting ability, so I'm curious to see what happens. I also saw some comments about Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I don't know. Seth Rogen's kind of a bro, and I can see Donkey Kong being kind of a bro, so I get it. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. That's totally cool with me. I think that's going to be fun. Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong. Sure, why not? And Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek, who I can't even picture a voice for those guys. That's one of Bowser's kids, right? I can never pronounce this guy's last name. He's hilarious. He's a stand-up comedian. Maniscalco. Sebastian Maniscalco. Let's call him that because I'm probably butchering that. Spike. That's cool too. So those are kind of the main ones I saw. I think it looks fun. Mario is in the headlines. That movie is already winning. I agree that Mario comic spec is kind of dumb. I mean, I get it. People will make money off of it. But I agree with you. You're not making me mad. That's for sure. Yeah, some cheesy comedy stuff. Jack Black for sure. Yeah, people care about it, and I thought it was interesting. I mean, I think the biggest reasons it's interesting is because Sonic was successful. I know this isn't live action, it's animated, but also the first Mario movie was just so bad. Like, that's the other thing too. Yeah, they're K-pop, they're just voice actors. As far as we know, I mean, you never know. They could do something crazy in the movie, but yeah, and Manny, great point. People laughing when Bradley Cooper was announced by Rocket Raccoon. And also there was some like skepticism about Vin Diesel playing Groot too, I remember. So, yes, there have been mini cartoons and little side projects and all kinds of stuff. Anyone who pushes Mario comic spec has a horde of them. Yeah, either that or they're one of those people who was just looking for the next, oh, I got to spec this book. I got to spec this book, or I got to push the spec on this book to have a top list, so they can get their kickbacks from eBay or whatever it is, or sell them or whatever they're trying to do. But that's that. Let me make sure I go in order here, as I don't want to leave any topics out. Again, guys, this is a super chat episode. If you want to get entered in for a chance to win those comic books, all you got to do is super chat and you get some entries. let's do. I did not pull a story for this, but wow, it didn't even come up with that. Okay. Well, anyways, I don't have the number off the top of my head, and it's not pulling up, and I'm not going to waste forever trying to find this. But Nicolas Cage bought the Jim Lee artwork for several $1 million. I did not memorize the number. That is surprising to me. Because Nicholas. Okay, wow. Apparently, no news sources covered that enough. Okay. I just remember seeing an article about it, and again, this is something I was going to do right before the show, and I was like, oh crap, I'm not connecting to the stream, so I didn't have time to prep for that part. But let's just talk about that. Nicolas Cage is a big comic book fan. I think everybody knows that. Get my chat back up here. Tell me how you really feel. I mean, I think they're good games, but it's the movie part of it. Kids are gonna be interested in it. If video games and stuff are something that I think people still care about, but I think at this point, do people care more about Mario Kart or Super Smash Brothers or actual Mario games? I know there's still plenty of us that are old school fans, but I don't know about the newer stuff. But going on to the Nicolas Cage Jim Lee story, and I wish I could pull the number. Buys Jim Lee artwork. That is so weird to me. Yep. So the part that I was going to talk about that was interesting to me about this is not so much that he bought the artwork, because again, he's a huge comic book fan. If probably everybody knows this, he was up to play Superman in the Superman movie that Tim Burton was going to do. He, obviously wanted to play Ghost Rider. So he had massive financial problems, tax related, I believe. And I know he had to sell off like a lot of his comic collection and stuff. So it's just interesting that he ends up being the one, because if you don't know, that's why he does all these movies, because he was in huge financial. Oh, it was fake. That's why I can't find it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so what I was gonna say, just to finish up that thought though, is so I've been busy all weekend, didn't catch the second part of the story, which explains why I couldn't find a news story on it. I just saw it reported, I think like Thursday or Friday or something like that. But interesting. Okay, so yeah, it's not a real news story, but I was just gonna say the interesting part to me about it, if it was real, which it sounds like it's not, was just about how he had one of his Superman comics stolen. I remember that being like a really big news story. So I was gonna say like maybe this is kind of some poetic justice or something like that. But you know what? Turns out it's not real news. I won't say the other phrase. I don't want to be riled up. So we'll move on. Why is there gonna be a stupid big CBS Sports ad on this page? So let's get into the other big news here. So this is a huge topic. There's a lot to it. I'm actually not going to cover it a ton. I'm not going to talk everybody's ear off about it or anything like that. But essentially, many of the estates of creators, you see here Steve Ditko, Don Heck. There's actually a very large list. Larry Lieber, who is the brother of Stan Lee, I want to say. Totally wrong about that too, I'm sure, probably. Gene Colan, just a bunch of people. Okay. So thank you, K-pop, for sending me the link on the story of the debunk there. So yeah, we will not spend any more time on the Nicolas Cage story because it turns out it was wrong. But essentially the estate holders, the rights holders, whatever you want to call it, the families of these creators, these famous Marvel creators, who are responsible for creating some of the best, most popular characters out there, decided to sue Marvel, essentially claiming that these are their characters and they should be seeing, royalties, residuals. I'm not a lawyer when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I'm not going to pretend to know the correct terms there, but they were owed money in their eyes, which this just opens a huge can of worms. It's already open with what's been happening with a lot of Disney and Marvel not taking care of their creators. Yeah, I opened it up now, okay, because I was curious. So really what we were looking at here is, what I'm going to get into is what figure drawing is saying here. Work for hire is not work for owning your own characters. So the whole argument that Marvel has, because Disney came back and countersued, and people, will lament that and be like, oh, they're just, some evil corporation. But I mean, at a certain point, like that's what they have to do as a corporation that owns these characters. They have to be seen as, I'm going to try to center myself here a little bit. They have to be seen as protecting the rights of those characters and doing everything they can. Otherwise they can lose the trademarks for those characters. Right. So the other part of their argument, which to me is very much based in reality, is that those creators were under, like a per page agreement, a work for hire agreement. And yeah, like Billy's saying, once Disney bought Marvel, they got screwed. Yeah, there might have been more of a chance of this before that purchase. As we all know, Disney is a company that will go to the mat to defend their IP. And whether they created it, whether they bought a company that created it, whether they bought a company that created it where a bunch of people helped create those characters, that's still true. I hope, I'm not very hopeful, but I do hope that somehow out of this, you get some kind of credit for creators, because it pains me on a very deep level when this kind of stuff happens. It's happened for decades. You've had creators with Batman, creators with Superman, going back a very long time, engaged in these, when those characters grow on to be very popular for many, 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 many years afterwards, it of course creates this, like who deserves money, who's owed money. I think really what you're going to see here most likely is probably some kind of settlement. And just hopefully something of that kind of leads in the direction of creators getting a little bit more of what they are, for lack of a better term, owed. Owed might seem a little wrong because they were hired under work for hire, but I also think that like a lot of what these special and magical people that have created all these stories we love have given us kind of extends beyond just a contract that happened a long time ago. And that, it's a little bit of a sentimental feeling, but there's all these current creators, or relatively current creators that have gone through similar situations. Like, you think about the Winter Soldier stuff and creators not being paid for that. You could even throw in the Scarlett Johansson situation where her contract apparently wasn't honored correctly. Again, not a lawyer. I'm not really sure, how much of that holds water, but it does seem like, people can say, oh, she's just trying to get paid. But like, from what I can tell as a layman, she is trying to get paid what she was owed. So it's a little bit different story. So what Billy's bringing up here is, and this is the next part of it too, is the sad part of this is really, it's not the creators themselves, obviously, in most of these situations, or I guess technically all these situations of this particular lawsuit, that's trying to get the money here. It's the families of those creators. part of us, it's partially easy to dismiss that because, oh, well, it's not the creator, you know, they're not actually going to, but I bet many of those creators did their work for their families, or at least in part. Yeah, David, that's what I'm hoping. That I think at this point, realistically, that's probably the best case scenario. But I guess the greater point that I want to speak to is I hope that encourages fairer negotiations, fairer practices going forward in the comic book industry. And you might say like, oh, why does this matter so much? What's the big deal here? The big deal here is if you don't attract creators to this industry, they leave or they never come to the industry. If you want, like, especially when you think about like writers, oh, it's true for artists too. It is, but it's a little different because generally a lot of the people who are skilled comic book artists end up being comic book artists in one form or another for one book or another. When it comes to writers, though, the people that generate those stories, the art can only take you so far, is my personal belief. That art can only take you so far in a comic book story. You need a good story. You need good characters. And how you get that is by having people out there that have good stories to tell and good characters to bring us want to do it for comic books. And so many creators get screwed over and they don't make money. And we're in 2021. There's a lot of other things you can do as a freelance writer, online, writing books, all these different things that might devote your time. You might devote your time to if you're that kind of a person. And so I just, you know, I would just hope that we can encourage that talent to keep being part of this industry, because without the top talent coming to comic books, we probably won't get as good a comic books as we could. So that's kind of my 2 cents on the subject. Oh, that's interesting, David. I hadn't really thought about it that way. Where they go to Substack to die? Well, we don't know that yet, but that certainly seems to be the meme. Yeah, I'm being very clear about this. I hope. Oh gosh, I just read everything. Hold on 1 second. I got to fix that. There we go. Never mind the technical difficulties. So the thing with that is, I totally agree. And this is all just, you know, armchair quarterback talking about, you know, the possibilities and the way the contracts work out and all that stuff. So, yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely. Things are different. Contracts are different. No dispute there. But to me, it just matters way more for where we're going, and I want to keep those, you know, new talent coming into the industry. Yeah, that could be Manny. I think it's going to cut off your comment here, but in my humble opinion, there will be no settlement because Disney is a huge mega corporation with endless resources that can drag this case for decades. And if Disney settles, they know they'll be open to more lawsuits. It will open them more lawsuits. Yeah, you could be absolutely right. Comic Chameleon says, I feel like this is, if it's the family, it's given percentage and let them be, but don't just take their family legacy. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Things are much more complicated now. No dispute there. But again, for me, the moral of the story is, you know, where does this take us, you know, going forward as an industry, and hopefully we have, you know, enough people wanting to get in and wanting to make those arrangements. And if Marvel, DC just want to pay peanuts, it's going to encourage those creators to take different ideas to indies, and sometimes we get amazing stories out of that. Or it's going to encourage them to write their own books, that kind of stuff, which is also great, but not necessarily if you're a comic fan. Doesn't necessarily deliver the best story that we're kind of interested in. So the next topic I wanted to cover real fast, but I guess before I move on, I will mention again, it is a giveaway show. We got some super chat prizes. Nobody's bid in yet, so you could be the winner. You do get the chance at the King in Black temporary tattoo. Number 1 King in Black variant edition with Null on the cover there. The spoiler cover, I want to say that's Lashley, but I'm terrible with artists these days. And Planet of the Symbiotes 2, that's a variant cover with American Kaiju. And then you do have this bomb Thanos print. That's just really cool. All the different kind of versions of Thanos there. And that is a numbered print. And yeah, if you guys can tell me the artist on that, feel free. The person that sent this in to me, it's cool with me using it as a giveaway, did not tell me the artist, and I've asked them and they just didn't get back to me yet. So if I ever find out, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, I mean, I guess I see it both ways, comic. I mean, it is part of like the family legacy. I would hope that a small percentage of that goes to the family, but hopefully the creator and then eventually to the family. But yeah, moving on to the next topic. A whole bunch of trailers dropped. Netflix was dropping trailers like bombs on Dresden, man. It was ridiculous. So the one that I gravitated towards the most was Sandman. I thought it was very. I've been waiting for a trailer for that show for a very long time. Sandman was probably, I mean, it wasn't my first comic or anything like that, but it was the first story I read where I felt like comics can be every bit as hard-hitting fiction as novels can be. I think that's kind of how I feel about that. It's kind of a hard thing to describe, right? Sorry, break everything here. So absolutely. Definitely a thick Thanos. Oh man, we got the fast memes coming in here. Is that a box? Oh, we got the cat coming out of the box. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. So the Sandman trailer just wasn't much. I'd kind of categorize it as a teaser trailer. They're probably, because it's the internet, I'm sure there's millions of them out there. I don't really talk to many people that hate Sandman. I've turned a lot of people on to Sandman over the years. If they're like, I don't really like comic books, but I want to get into comic books. I'm kind of doing that voice because as somebody, when I grew up, people that read comic books got made fun of. And at my age now, those same people are coming to me and asking me what comic books to read. And one of my go-to recommendations is Sandman. Yeah, thank you. By the way, welcome into the show, Comic Journey. Sandman is a transcendental story to me. It's just I'm a big Gaiman fan. I like a lot of the books, several of the books he's read, a lot of his short stories, but that still to me is the pinnacle of his work. American Gods, the novel, definitely comes very close. But yeah, Sandman just is it got me through a dark time in my life. It's part of it too. I was in a pretty bad place when I read Sandman. And just the beauty of the work, even though it was often dark, definitely helped me out. The other trailers I saw, I'll just kind of mention them quickly. Witcher 2 coming back, Witcher season 2 coming back. We got a little bit longer look at that. I'm excited for Witcher. It's funny you say that because I apologize. I don't really know what your avatar is supposed to be, but it always reminds me a little bit of Bela Lugosi. So it's funny you say that. I'm hopefully I'm not insulting it. I don't mean to. It's just when I see it, usually it's a very small thing on like the chats for different shows or for your channel. And it always reminds me of Bela Lugosi. So it's funny you say that. Yeah, Witcher 2 coming in hot. I didn't really play the games as much as I wish I had. Hey, don't forget, what is it, Incredible Hulk 418? That's a pretty good one to pick up for her too, for when she's at the wedding. Yeah, I don't have a Sandman. I have 2 Sandman 1s, both of which are 9.6s. I don't have any Sandman 8. And I don't have any Action 894 too. Yeah, it's probably too late at this point. Those are probably shooting up. But yeah, Witcher coming, and then Cowboy Bebop. I'm not an anime person. I'm just not. I tried several shows, one of which was Cowboy Bebop. Never got into any of it. I hate to say it. Feel free to roast me. No, sorry, comic. I did not see the Hellbound. I will check it out though, because you mentioned it. I'll definitely check it out for sure. So I don't know anything about it. I know people are like very serious about the casting and some other stuff with it, but I think the intro thing looked cool. I want to check it out. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? While you tell me, I'm going to move on to some other stuff. This is while we're on, well, I'll skip ahead to this. Since we're talking about movies, I'll talk about TV. Babylon 5 is another thing from my childhood that apparently is coming back. And not only is Babylon 5 getting rebooted, but J. Michael Straczynski is also going to be the showrunner, which he was the original showrunner. It's kind of his claim to fame. Brian Silverbacks. Interesting. Okay. No, that's probably good research, by the way, because if it's numbered out of 2,300 and you found a match, sure, that's it. That's cool. Brian Silverbacks. I think it's pretty cool art. I see what you guys are saying about him being a little thick or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. Thanos is kind of a thick boy. So I'm excited for it. Babylon 5 was a great show. I don't really recommend it to people very often these days because season 1's very hard to watch. And it's one of those shows where you really kind of do have to watch everything. You can kind of skip through parts of season 1, but yeah, it's a pretty rough by today's standards. I mean, at the time, the CGI for all the space fights and all that kind of stuff were pretty cool. They weren't amazing to me. They were pretty cool, but considering it was done for a fraction of the budget of, like, say, Star Trek or whatever, it was pretty neat. So I'm super excited. Okay, cool. I mean, that's got to be it. Okay, cool. Just triggered my smart devices. He's dummy thick, and he likes to snap. So, I loved Invincible. Before the show was coming out, I started reading the comics because I had the compendiums, and I just hadn't got around to reading it. For some reason, I expected Invincible to be like hokey. That's what I thought, like, before I read any of it. And I knew the show was coming out, and I just started reading it. I read Compendium 1. I think there's 3. I read the first volume, the first whole huge volume, like the first 50 issues or whatever. I read that before season 1 premiered. And then I watched season 1, and by the time I was done with season 1, I'd read 2 and 3, I think. Or I finished right around the same time. I love Invincible. I love the comic and the show. Can't recommend them enough. Yes, that's absolutely true. Babylon 5 did have some dope practical effects as well. Okay, Vinland Saga or Dororo. Interesting. So here's the thing. I loved Castlevania, the Netflix series, and I absolutely. When it comes to anime, I've never been able to sink my teeth in, so I might give those a shot. Probably wouldn't do anytime really soon. And I am reading because I got an AOK. I got the giant collection for Berserk. I know anime is not manga, but I'm trying to read. Trying to read that too. Trying to get into it. Trying to check it out. It was recommended to me highly, and I know a lot of people love Berserk, so checking that out too. Sorry, I just laugh in the chat here. So the last thing, I'll address this real fast. No, did not get my HasLab Sentinel yet. It would be sitting right back here if I did. I also think I'm gonna replace that. I was digging around in some closets, and I found some of my other prints. These are all my Sidem prints are signed by Arthur Sidem. I got them at a Wizard Comic Con. And then I got this Tyndall Power Girl. I was thinking about maybe replacing Harley Quinn with Power Girl there. So anyways, it's kind of a weird aside. But yeah, my HasLab Sentinel, I contacted him again Friday. And I said, hey, I see all the Sentinels in the world are shipping, and you guys had some problem with my address. Here's my corrected address. And they said, oh, okay, we're going to ship it out soon. I was like, fuck, how many do you guys have left to send out? But yeah, hopefully that big boy, I mean, he should stand like that tall, maybe on top of that thing. And I might put something else there, but I can't wait. I can't wait. So the last topic, this is kind of a weird thing. I just got an email about this. And if you're CGC members, you probably did too. CGC sends out this email. I'll pull it up straight excerpts from it. I'm not going to mess around with putting it on my putting it on the screen. Oh, damn it. Clicked the wrong thing. CGC eliminates package backlog. Oh, that's funny. I gotta fix this. This is bugging me. My face is gonna go away for one more second, guys. All right, fine. It won't let me fix it any better than that. That's stupid. Not what you said, just the fact that I can't fix that. I'm gonna have a nice long like fake live stream later this week to iron out some of these issues before I go live next time. Okay, so we got Billy in for $5 super chat. Billy, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Guys, Billy is the host and the owner of economicsandcomics.com and the host of the show Economics and Comics on YouTube. And we're going to unbox some of his stuff here very soon, actually. And we're going to compare it to the packaging that you get from Things from Another World. But yeah, so CGC sends out this message that they've cleared their packaging backlog for trading cards, which is interesting. They just started taking them. And I know there's a couple things that are interesting about this. If you're not familiar, the CGC wing of trading cards, they're like one of the newest names in the game for grading trading cards. So they're not established. They're not popular. It'd be like, I don't mean to bag on them, but it'd be like sending your stuff to PGX or to, there's other services out there. I'm not even going to try to put them in a negative spin. It's just, they're a new service. And so people are using it because PSA is like, barely even taking submissions. Beckett's backed up. I do not think I would like One Punch Man. Personally, the concept is weird to me, but maybe I would. I could be completely. It could be my favorite thing ever. So let Billy tackle that one. Right, comic fam. Oh my god. So sorry, I need to like get my black eyeliner on. So anyways, this whole news, what it just makes me think of is, yeah, the comic book backlog, which by the way, I have a video coming out later this week. It's been 10 months since I submitted a in-house signing order to CGC. I finally got it back. I was hella disappointed with everything that was in that box. So you should watch that video if you like disappointing CGC unboxings. I was in like a super bad mood the entire time I filmed it. Yeah, exactly. They are accepting them, but at a trickling rate. So anyways, I got that one coming back. But it's just funny that CGC sends us out bragging about this, and I understand. It's different. It's not the same thing as the grading of the comic book service. You're not going to have your card graders grading your comic books. But what I don't know, and what maybe somebody out here does know, but I don't think there's enough transparency, which is generally the case when it comes to CGC, are the people in the receiving department. Is that the same? Do they work the same influx of packages? Yeah, I mean, they do grade non-sports cards, so you definitely could do that. And with the influx of card, people expanding what they think is valuable, what like people looking for the next thing to spec on, basically, is what I'll call that. A lot of comic cards have kind of shot up, so I'm sure people were submitting those. Yeah, I get. Okay, I get that One Punch Man doesn't take itself seriously. It's it's tongue in cheek. I respect that. Just something doesn't seem right with that. And by the way, Ben, welcome in. I didn't say hi to you, but I appreciate you being in here. I see you in the chat. But yeah, the turnaround times are getting better. For from what I can tell, small sample size. If you guys saw my video where I did a 9.6 CGC pre-screen, I think a lot of you probably have if you follow my channel. That was just a few months. Like I got that back in 3 months, which still isn't great, but it's way better than what I'm seeing. But then again, there's people that have submitted their stuff in April for regular screenings and that kind of stuff, and they still haven't gotten their stuff back. So I don't know. Yeah, to me, yeah, 100%, David. No, I'm definitely not saying that CGC is the option for grading. I don't think you're saying I'm saying that either. But just to reinforce that, they might take a while, but they don't even have a pop report yet, do they? So yeah, and like for example, like I have one graded card. I have a Von Miller rookie card because I'm a Broncos fan, but I'm probably gonna stick with PSA for the most part. I mean, no, Beckett's kind of the other game in town. There's a great channel. His name is hard to remember, like Comic Book Investor Dealer Collector. His name's Chris. He's on YouTube. He's a great channel to follow if you're into sports cards. At least I think it's an entertaining channel. Yeah, the biggest thing that I think you and I will definitely agree on this, it's the transparency. It's the telling us what's going on. And then they only want to toot their own horn. They don't want to be honest about stuff. So like something I mentioned in that particular unboxing I did where I got stuff back from December 2020, a couple days ago, literally on Friday, is BGS Beckett grading service. I say it. I collect the sports cards in the junk wax era, so I know nothing about the modern stuff. But it's just like that whole signing, they didn't tell anybody what's going on. People were asking for months, what's the status of this? Because they kept saying that essentially Jeff Johns couldn't sign because of COVID, which made no sense because I think there was something like, at one point they said it was because Jason Fabic was in Canada. And they're like, you guys could have sent, like the borders were open. You could have sent somebody there to witness all the books and then sealed them and sent them back and mailed them back. Like it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Well, so was it a standard submission, a value tier submission, or a pre-screen? Would be my question. Cause I think all those are going to have a little bit different turnaround times right now. But CGC is a mess. Like it's their intake, their transparency to what's going on. I've talked to several collectors who do a lot of CGC submissions. I'm definitely kind of on the lower end of spectrums, even though I do more than some people for sure. Yeah, but I think from what I understand, it depends on the era of the cards. Like, isn't one better than the other for older cards and then versus modern cards? So is it Beckett Grading Services though? Is that what it stands for? They're definitely getting flack from all sides, CGC in this case, to get more honesty. Like, if you could give me a turnaround window that's like, hey, if you send your comic books in today, we project it'll come back this month. If let's say you sent your comic books today, we say you're going to get it back in March. I'm not saying people would be happy about that, but if they could deliver on that timetable, it'd be one thing. Right now, it's statuses are changing. Like, people will have books just sitting received, and then encapsulated and sent out without any status updates in between. How is that possible? Like, they have barcodes on these comic books. Aren't they scanning them along the way? How are they missing all these steps? How are so many quality control issues happening? I could go on and on and on and on. But yeah, I mean, it'll probably happen, but you know, especially with them being acquired by Blackstone. I mean, there's going to be money involved. People are going to see that. But I'm not really going to care because I'm going to get $5 out of it or something probably down the road. But yeah, it's just one of those things that kind of piss me off. Basically, that's why I'm bringing it up. Okay, so it's kind of like, even though it's not necessarily as true now, it's kind of like what CBCS was grading more accurately, like let's say a year or two ago. Like they were grading comic books a little bit more to the Overstreet standards than CGC seemed to be. That's kind of changed now, but is it kind of comparable to that? Yeah, I know they own. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get it. You're talking about that. Okay. So anyways, that's kind of the news stories I had for this week. Definitely down to, field any other topics if you guys have them. But once again, Billy over at Economics of Comics is the only guy entered to win this Thanos print by Bradley. I already forgot his last name, but it's pretty cool if you're a Thanos fan. And then we got kind of just some King in Black comics. I'll just show them real quick. So this is the Super Chat prize for tonight. And then you also get the tattoo. A couple of the comics donated by dangerouswaterscomics.com. You still have a couple days left to go. Use the code BRONZERATIO to save 30% on your order. And any order over $40 is free shipping. Yeah, I put in an order. Definitely recommend doing that. Yeah, I guess my point is I don't know if it's really going to humble him that much. I understand your point, Comic Journey, but I don't know. So Kunky, it's a super chat. So you can do a super chat in the chat, depending on the device you're on and everything. There should be a little $ icon. And yes, I'm going to rip. And you should be able to donate through your super chat there. I haven't seen it yet. I am going to totally check it out. I got busy kind of this weekend. So yeah, feel free to join in the super chat action. So you could be the one that saves it from getting ripped up. But yeah, I definitely need to check that out, GT. And by the way, welcome to the show. I don't know if you were in chat earlier. I didn't see you. But yeah, I heard there was some stuff that happened for sure. So first off, I got from Amazon my Tony Stark Infinity Saga Mark III. I kind of just liked it because it had the opened helmet there. So got that. That's pretty cool. And then I went to go run some errands and pick up some groceries, like do a grocery order. And I stopped into GameStop and they had Maestro there. So I had to grab that. It's a heavy, thick boy right there. He could hang out with Thanos. So I got Maestro. I have like the Red Hulk and Hulk, so I thought he'd go with that. And then I got this little thing was on clearance. Little Domes G.I. Joe guy. So let's open that up real fast. We'll just see who I got. Little blind box thing. I never would buy this crap, even though I'm a big G.I. Joe fan. But it was like $1, so I was like, fuck yeah. Okay. Oh man. So I could get one of those guys. Not super clear on my camera probably, but we'll see. All right. Let you guys see before I can. Try not to cheat. That looked probably kind of gross, huh? Like I was pooping it out. Oh, we got Storm Shadow. Storm Shadow. It's kind of cool. Love it. It's going to go right on the desk here. Yeah, the K-pop, I know. Yeah, sucker for I would be too. That's the thing. I would get too many of them. So I'm really careful with it. And that one, obviously I hope for Snake Eyes probably is my number one. That's like the rare thing where like my favorite character is the most popular character. Yeah, so I know he's talking about the Dirty Flipper thing. Some comments that were made. I've seen some like stuff from that. let's. So I got two things from Economics and Comics here. Let's do those first. Yeah, it's funny. I was checking out because I was doing some late night like kind of channel work, editing and stuff, and so I was checking out the Mel does the Drunken Chat show. Yeah, there's something going on for sure, Billy. I don't know the ins and outs. I got to get educated on it. GT, like, what do you like? What can you give me like the Cliff's Notes version of what happened? So yeah, this is the mailer I got, the USPS and Gemini mailer I got from Economics and Comics. Trying to stack all my garbage in one spot here. I think, no, Billy, I think it's the same thing. I'm pretty sure. Guys, if you don't reuse your mailers, if you don't sell your stuff, I don't know why you don't. I mean, I totally reuse these things. As long as they're in good shape. If they're in bad shape, I don't use them. So, said I was going to show off the packaging. So it came in a Gemini mailer. We've all seen Gemini mailers. You got bubble wrap. Tapes the invoice on the back. Actually, I shouldn't say tapes on the back. He puts it in the back of a backing board, behind the backing board. Yeah, Billy ships great, guys. I've never really had any kind of an issue. There was one little tiny thing. He fixed it. I don't think it was like shipping. It was, you know, probably just some comics that came damaged. And he replaced them because he's badass. And he does a really great job with his customer service. And he, by the way, he keeps you super informed. That's the thing I got to say about it. Like if you are a customer of his, you get email updates. Like, hey, you know, here's what's going on this week. Here's the stuff that got pushed. He's just real about it. So yeah, gotta love that, right? How do you not love that? Love it. That's a great cover. Had to get that one. Deathstroke Inc. #1. You got a problem with that, he says. You guys know I'm a Supergirl fan, so even if it sucks, I kind of grab most of Supergirl stuff. I don't know if I love that cover. It's kind of cool. Definitely very anime. Flip all the mobs. Okay, the Flipside channel was hacked, I think, and a guy named Jeff Albertson made a YouTube video with some production value, I might add, and all hell broke loose, I think. He made a YouTube video on their channel? Interesting. No, I mean, so it doesn't get lost? I don't know the reason why, actually. This was kind of, you know, kind of a anticipated book, Primordial #1. I've heard it's good. Anxious to read that. Gotta love this. Boy, that could be my booty cover of the week. I can't remember what all's in here, but the Spider-Man 15 cover. That's cool. Oh, God. So funny. I was wondering what that scent was. Usually, like when you buy stuff from eBay, there's usually kind of, you know, either smell that they're a cigarette smoker or they were a weed smoker. You kind of tell they're a cat person. We all know what Billy likes to do. I heard you like to smell your own farts. I heard that recently. Joker 7, love that cover. You guys know I'm a big Punchline fan. There you go. Man, this is just like straight cover fire. Look at that. That's the animated series Harley Quinn. Eat, bang, kill tour. Love that. I think they're a cool couple. Just a cool evolution for Harley. And then you also know that I'm a sucker for the trading card variants. And that's a pretty sweet one. I wish they would do a new series, like a new series of cards that's like a quarter of the cards are Series 1 homages, like the Marvel Series 1 cards. A quarter of them are Series 2, a quarter of them are Series 3. I think that'd be really cool. So that's the first order. Oh, they haven't taken it down? Interesting. I know. So I saw Brian McClay. I follow him on IG. He's obviously one of the big Tales from the Flip Side guys, like one of the organizers or something. I saw him post something about it on Instagram. That's kind of when I first caught wind of it. He's like, I think he said something like technical difficulties or something like that. Okay, so second order, gonna be a little careful. I don't really want to show off my address, but these are the new large Gemini mailers. And these are awesome. I use these at Rose City Comic Con. I ordered some of he uses Silver Age, I believe. I use the modern ones because he uses Silver Age bags and boards. I use Mylars, which fit in these pretty well if you use like the Mylite 2s and fullbacks. But for the, like, if you're buying like most modern bags and boards, like at a show, I use the modern boxes for that. And it worked really well. It was a nice way to pack around stuff in my backpack. So for these, they're awesome. The thing is, you kind of want to be careful taking stuff out of here. Not like in a bad way. But the comics, I'll kind of just show you. There's a few more comics on top. This was filled up, so you didn't need any like packing material. But they just kind of sit in there. And if you pack them well, like fully, I should say, you don't have to worry too much. If you fill them up like halfway or a little bit under, they come with a board insert, like a cardboard sheet that you put in here, and then you put packing material on top of that. And I shipped out some of my winners stuff in this for the auction that I did, and everybody got their stuff in good shape. So I'm just pulling everything out first. What I kind of like to do with these is a little tip and flip, and I support the comic the entire way. Okay. And everything's in great shape. I can just tell, just from looking at no corner dings, no weird crap. So everything's probably a little out of order now. GT. I mean, everybody prefers their own brand, right? Billy calls BS on the hack. Yeah, could be. Who knows? They run a lot of shenanigans, but like I said, I was watching the It's Drunken Chat Sun show, which is kind of interesting, fun show. It's like my favorite thing they do, I guess. I watch it every once in a while because they do it late at night, and I do late night streams, right? So Batman Urban Legends, that's just a sweet Batman Beyond cover. Speaking of that Thanos trading card variant, you got the Khazar and Shauna, the She-Devil. Even though I don't think these new ones are doing actually interlock. Maybe I'm wrong. I have the whole one they did with Mephisto in the center. Amazing Spider-Man 73, The Sinister War continues. High Republic number 7. Oh, yeah. Got a few of these because this is something I was waiting for. Cold Dead War. That bombshell art. So there's 3 copies of that there. Gotta love that. And then, probably something I should probably learn from Stan. Thing I like that he does is look at the invoice along the way, because there's some of the stuff where it's like I forget who the artist is, I forget like if it's a Virgin cover, I forget which issue number it is. So let me look around on this too while I'm doing this in case there's any stuff that I'm like, I forgot what this is, guys. Which I'm very guilty of. These FOC, man, like once I do the order, it kind of like I don't expect to see it for a long time, so I just kind of like put it out of mind. But man, I don't do a booby cover of the month. but damn, that would be it for sure. Okay. Skipping around here, we got Invincible Red Sonia. Number 4. That may have been from a previous order. It got pushed, I think. Billy's in here, he probably knows. Yeah, so you know more than I do. But yeah, if anybody in here knows more, let me know. Did somebody else super chat? Did I missed it? Did I miss the super chat, guys? Because right now I just got Billy in there, and I haven't seen Kunkie. Totally. I got X Force 23. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting little cover there. I was interested in this one. If you guys don't know the controversy behind this cover, it's interesting to me. They don't even really. So the renaming of Slave 1, and then they came out with this cover. Now it's Boba Fett's ship, or they call it Fire Spray. So I kind of was interested in getting that. Me You Love in the Dark. It's the second print. Yeah, second printing cover A. The Corona cover. Oh yeah, Defenders number 2. The Mother of Galactus. Another issue I'm interested in checking out. This is sweet. Star Wars Adventures number 9. Dowdy cover. Oh, there we go. The Me You Love in the Dark number 2. I was gonna say, I thought that was part of this order. Again, I probably mixed everything up as I was unpacking it. Well, I mean, Billy, here's the trick. They could also say that if they win, they want me to tear it up too. So they could still do it. Sinister War. Let's see what this is. I'm pretty sure this is Sinister War and not an ASM cover. Nope, it is. I'm wrong. Amazing Spider-Man 73, the handbook cover. I've been getting all these. You guys have probably been following along. There's the Shocker one. Now the Shocker, that's like, okay, wait, anyways. Oh yeah, that's cool. Conan 300, Legacy 300. That's really neat. Panosian cover. Oh, I was excited for this one too. Deadpool Black, White, and Blood, number 2. I'm going to save the thing I just saw till the end here, but it's amazing. But I'll save it to the end. Save it to the end. Because it's part of a different order for one thing. Batman 112, getting all the Batman like A covers right now. For a while, like during the Joker War, I was getting the A and the B, like the Matina cover or whatever. It's usually Matina. But I just went down to the regular cover. No. Billy, you must have stopped watching for a second. How dare you? This is on the large Gemini box. Nice House on the Lake. What is this? Issue 4? Cover A, got 2 of those. And then 2 of the cover B, which is definitely cooler this time around. So fun. I'm kind of waiting for that whole thing to come out before I deep dive into it. But here's the star of the show, number 87 of 93. How do you not like that? Michael McComb action. You can see up here where Billy fondled it. Each copy fondled by Billy. Michael McComb, Economics Comics exclusive. As you guys may or may not remember, Jessica Rabbit was my first exposure to Playboy when I was a kid. So she holds a special place in my heart. You guys know I'm more about the booty than I am about what's up here, but still, just I wanted to support Billy. I think this is a great cover. Good job, Mr. McComb. I really appreciate it. So thanks a lot, guys. Team kill Thanos versus team save. Hey, that's the right reason to do it, man. I never feel pressured into super chatting, guys. Only do it if you enjoy the show and you want to take care of the creator. There you go. Peanut butter, or as he has a more infamous name that I won't say because I don't like it, but I like peanut butter. Billy will say it for me, won't you? Okay, so that, guys, everything arrived in great shape. That's a lot of cool books. That's 2 different orders. Well, technically 3 different orders because that Jessica got thrown in, and I'm pretty sure that that Red Sonia was from a different order. That just, like, the book got pushed. So, you know, and he communicates about that. He probably did. I just forgot. I love that. It's like if you have my order and you don't have a future order, give me the books now and then ship the later order with ship the other book that comes in later with a later order. That's great. That's what you should do. And if people want to wait, you should let them wait. So Billy's doubling down here. Love it. All right, guys. So now do you want to see how a shitty company ships their comics? Well, okay, I shouldn't say it. They're not a shitty company. I had many a good time going to things from another world. But their online comic store is not their retail locations. It's a very different experience. I've had a really good time. Okay, I still haven't even seen your super chat come through. So you're having to, so if you donate now, you're having hope for a higher number on the poll. If you guys want to know a secret, if you guys all donate to super chat, if a lot of you do, I will add extra comics in. That's the secret of super chat. So what do we have here? Again, I don't want to show my address. I won't show the top. But we have just a regular box. Are they even using... They're not even using West Rock boxes. I used to work for West Rock. They make really good stuff. Oh, we got K-pop in the house. K-pop coming in. $2 super chat for K-pop. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And she is... Give it to Kunk. I love it. Yeah, I've had good experiences in the stores for things from the world. I've had bad experiences in real life, or in with their orders. In real life, what the hell am I talking about? But guys, so first off, I don't want to show my address just because it's the internet, even though it's a PO box. But see the damage on the top. Doesn't give you warm fuzzies, right? I don't get warm fuzzies. And then here's the thing that's going to make you all cringe. What the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, and you're thinking, oh, well, you know, that's fine. They just packed it around like some Gemini mailers or whatever's in there. No, 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 no. See if I can shake some loose to kind of show you what's going on here. No, the actual comic is in there. Oh, here he goes. Not wanting to show my address, and I just show it. First of all, there's some Vampirella boobies in there, so that's good. But the fucking comics are just in there. It's terrible. So what Billy's going to say, and he's got a point, or what he's going to think at least, why do you still order from them? And I'll tell you, there's a reason why I order from them. It's because if I miss something through FOC, or if I don't know about something, they still let you add stuff to your account up until it comes out, as long as they still have copies available. So you got a brick there. I checked the corners. I've had bad luck. You know what? Okay, that's actually, I'm not saying it's good, but it's better than I've seen in the past from them. I'm not saying it's good. So here we go. Ooh. Love that cover. You guys are going to see that in a second. So the other cool thing they do, again, these are not amazing things. I'm just saying these are the reasons why I still use them. Is they hold everything. They hold everything for you to set durations. So you could say, here's my, add everything to my cart or to my pull list or whatever, and then ship it to me every week, or ship it to me every 2 weeks, or ship it to me every month, or ship it to me every whatever. Yeah, I've done that before. I'm going to do a video at some point on shipping comic books. I'm not proclaiming to be an expert, but I think I ship a lot better than a lot of people. Not everybody. So yeah, anyways. All right, so let's dive in here to these overpacks or whatever you want to call them. And I'm gonna go through the stuff a little quicker, guys, because it's a big order. And a lot of these, the other thing you'll notice is like if I think a book's hot and I'm able to add it there, like past Billy's FOC or whatever, because I didn't, pay enough attention, or I didn't, news came out late about something and I still add it through them, or whatever the case may be. I usually buy multiples, so a lot of these are multiples. And this is also like, I don't know, like a month and a half worth of the comics probably. Some of it, honestly, I know some of it's even older because, things get pushed, right? And they got pushed into this order. I'm sure there'll be some of that in here too. And we'll see. But the shipping comparison, like the quality of shipping, hands down, economics and comics, guys. Hands down. And yeah, you can eat the peanuts too. Everybody knows that. Fear State Alpha #1. Fear State Alpha #1. Got a couple of those. Holy shit. I don't even remember the foil Matina cardstock variant. I'm sure the promo picture didn't look that good. And it doesn't look that good on camera, but it looks really cool in real life. Secret Files, Clown Hunter. So I think what happened with some of these is I probably missed a DC FOC for one thing. But like, I know I got some of these from Billy and I was just like, you know what, Darkhawk, kind of a bigger deal. So I got a few. Like they're obviously pumping them. May as well get a few of those and have them. Yeah, I got one of these Defenders. That's, I think, the first Galactus's mom. And like, I missed that one. Never ordered it for FOC, so I was able to get a copy. And then there's the variant. Yeah, exactly. Figure Billy takes pride in his work, and that he's a, I mean this in a good way, Billy. He's a workaholic. He takes pride in his work. And just, even if the shipping wasn't great, even if the quality of the shipping wasn't great, and the quality of the books and the time he takes to make sure everything's in, near mint or better, the lengths he goes to is literally insane in today's market for comic books, for comic book stores. But his communication is just top notch. So, and like, I'm talking about the communication he sends publicly through his channels, through email, that kind of stuff about what's going on. If you miss something, it's on you, not him. So those Nakayamas are great. So guys, you still do have time to get the super chat in here. Once I get done unboxing the stuff, I'll probably do the winners on that. Unless anybody has anything they want to talk about. If anybody's still watching, this is just like a guy who unboxes his comics. Some people love, some people hate. And if you're watching on the rewind, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I know some people find my voice kind of soothing, so they watch for that reason. Had another Nakayama in there. So that was like 4 total. Love this cover. I don't even remember the comic. It's a Zenoscope. See if I can find here. Grim Universe Quarterly Zodiac versus Death Force. Cover C by Santa Cruz. That's cool. She can handle my joystick any day. Grabbed Harley Quinn Annual 2021. And then is this the annual as well, a different cover? Yeah, this is the what, chew cover? Maybe not the chew cover. No, yeah, it's the Derek Chew cardstock. So grab that one. I got a Monsters Kill Squad #1. Again, the other thing is bad idea is actually they were offering their comics eventually through Things from Another World. So I did take advantage of that. And I got a Pirate Queen #1. Those are all pre-orders, guys. Because this did end up on my top 5 not to buy. I don't want you to think I'm hypocrites. I was saying don't buy it at inflated aftermarket prices. Oh, man. Let's see here. That was... Oh, this is Nakayama as well. Interesting. Yeah, I can see it. His eyes are pretty distinctive. Red Sonia, Black, White, and Blood. #2, Nakayama. Oh, and I got a couple more of these. I got like 3 of these from Billy because I knew they'd be in good shape. But it's a big book. So I got 3 here for the first appearance of that Jedi whose name escapes me right now. The Monster of Temple Peak. Star Wars Adventures, High Republic. And I got a few of these. I got a few of these from Billy because, again, I knew they'd be in good shape. And then I got one of the versions from Warren Liu himself. Got 3 of those. Gotta love those. So this was kind of like one of those things where, you know, I tell you why I do use Things from the World. It's like I ordered from Billy and I was like, man, I think people are going to look back at this cover, and I didn't order enough. So I wanted to get more. And then, oh, that's some Perio goodness, guys. Vengeance of Vampirella. There you go. So some pretty cool stuff. Oh, and I lied. I have one more box here. One more mailer. This is not from Billy or from Things from the World. This is from Comic Corner. So, definitely gonna have to go with Spider-Woman 11. For booty cover of the week there. Bronze buy of the week. Maybe it's in here. I don't know. It could be Jessica. Kind of weird because I mean I bought that a while ago. It came into him a while ago, but it was part of this order. Jessica came into him a while ago. Hope you appreciated that one, Billy. Today I'm using my Benchmade mini Griptilian. Sweet knife. I like the locks on the Benchmade. Like they have this pullback. Pretty neat. I'm not going to stab myself trying to do some kind of sweet tactical deploy right now. But so this is like, I like Comic Corner, guys. Like they're not my go-to store. I found out about them through the Department of Comics Discord. But this is kind of neat. Right? They do. I mean, I'm not saying this is like, you have to do this, but it's cool. They do like this kind of like paper wrap inside the mailer. Kind of has like a New York feel to it. I like it. I think it's cool. Everything comes in Mylar. Oh yeah. You know what? This is going to be buy of the week. I know what this is. I know what this is now. All right. So they had a sweet deal. They had a real sweet deal. Hey, what's happening? Got Azor's Tiger in the house. So we were talking some news, and now we're doing some unboxings. This is my last one. Also got a super chat prize. People are there's a few books in that super chat, but people are doing, half of them are donating to tear this up because it's a Comic Tom print, and the other half are doing it to save it. So this is a Thanos print. It's numbered 2112 out of 2300. If you want to do a super chat, you can either be Team Save or Team Tear. Yeah, Yeah, it is good branding. I think it's cool. And you know, I've had really good experiences. This is like my second order from them. I've had really good experiences so far. So these are Red Room number 4. And it's the variant pack. But yeah, welcome to the show, Azores. I'm glad you made it in, man. My dad was a forester. I'm always going to go screw the trees. They plant more for every one they cut down. So little known story. And they don't cut down old growth anymore for paper. So they used to, and that sucks. I admit. Also got that cover. I can't remember which is which. This is basically like the ratio kind of bundle. I'll show this one at the end, and they put that one in Mylar, which is really cool. Everybody loves this cover. So I got that. I got all these for a smoking good deal. I think it was like $40 or something. And you guys know, I mean, that's the, what, 1 in 25, I think, right? But that's a really popular comic right now. But you guys like Chin Potter? Chin Potter is a really good artist coming up on the scene. If you guys are familiar with economics and comics, who's been hanging around here, hopefully he's still in here. His logo is by Chin Potter, actually. His like the little logo that you have when he shows up and he chats. See if I can go back and find one of his messages. There you go. That's Chin Potter right there. Well, that's Chin Potter's art, I should say. So this is the Chin Potter variant for Red Room number 4. How dope is that? That'll be my bronze buy of the week. That's just super cool. So I dig it. Yeah, Red Room has crazy covers for sure. And they sent it in Mylar. Points for that. And it feels like a fullback too. And they got, man, black painter's tape. So branding on point. No, it's not painter's tape. It's just a sticker. Tear it up. Not the Chin Potter. I'm sure you mean the print. I haven't read any of it yet. That's the funniest part. I'm so far behind, Kanke. Yes. I saw a message here I wanted to get to. What is a mini print anyways? Is it a fake comic? No. So it's like, it's just like an art print. Like the prints behind me are art prints. Not originals or anything. That'd be friggin' dope. But it's, you know, just basically kind of think about like a thick backing board. Probably should have taken that out to begin with, but bags don't do well under this light, except for Mylar. Mylar shows up pretty good. But it's just, you know, like it's kind of has the consistency of a thin backing board. So, oh God. So guys, Billy has donated a surprising amount of money, in my opinion, to tear this thing up. So if you want to save it, if you want to be part of Team Save the Artwork, now is your time. Now is your time. Yeah, it's not expensive as far as printing, but so are comic books, man. I mean, they are to get your own comic books printed, but for Marvel, like, their books aren't shit. It's so funny. Okay. Yes, a lot of stores give them out. I mean, this one's numbered, but, and yeah, I've got some around too. I used to hang them on my walls when I was like in my 20s and as a teenager and stuff. And now I'm an adult, so I full size prints up. I literally just have this stuff here because I film in my dining room. And so I like needed something in the background. Now my new light does that to it. So I need to work on all this stuff, but it's what I got, guys. It's what I got. So I'll give everybody a little bit of a chance here to throw in to Team Save if they want to, because right now there's only like a $2 chance that we're gonna save that piece of artwork from K-pop. She's the only, like, she's holding down the sole fort on it's also, is it really signed though, or is it Is that just what was on there? I don't know that it's really signed. That looks like it's part of the print to me. I mean, it's kind of hard to say sometimes, but I don't see it like separating from the gloss of the print at all. But yeah, I feel bad for sending that if it's just going to end up torn up. But let me make sure my total adds up here from what I've gotten from the super chats. No, that'd be about right. So yeah. Okay. So it's comic tomfoolery. Okay, there's just 10 in here now, so I know we're probably not going to get a ton more people. Yeah, if I send it to Billy to have him sign it, he is 100% going to tear that shit up. He's probably going to do it live on his show. So let's say about 30 seconds or so, because there's some lag. Get your super chats in. If you're trying to super chat, let me know in the chat so I can give you a chance to do that. If I want you to get your vote in to save, if you're going to, or if you want to be an anarchist and tear the world down, I want you to get a chance to do that too. It'd be so funny if K-pop wins now. It'd be so funny. $2 against, so basically like a 2 out of 17 chance. Yeah, not signed. Well, that's true. Yeah, for sure, dude. So here's the thing. Before we find out who wins, do you want me, if you win, it's not a given, stranger things have happened. Do you want me to tear straight down the middle, or do you want me to tear down like horizontal or vertical? So if I get that answer in, let's give everybody else a chance to super chat if they want to be team save or team tear. You would fart on it first. Totally. Some men just want to watch the world burn, Mr. Wayne. You guys didn't know we have the Batman in the house. Kunk, did you want a super chat, bud, man? Because you said it a couple times. I'm giving you that last chance. I am not gonna wake up my daughter. Sorry, man. I will not only have to deal with the repercussions of that, but I will also get killed by the Copper Age babe if I do that. So I will say sick or something. Valen, if you want to have any kind of skin in this game, you got a super chat, bud. And thanks for watching, by the way. I appreciate it. In all seriousness, I you know, I'm a gray Jedi, if anything, man. So we're gonna run through the random number generator. So I decided a couple things before I go. Video coming out later this week with the CGC unboxing for the books that took forever. Kind of an old lady from Titanic themed, old Rose themed video because it took 84 years for those things to get here. But also on top of that, I decided that I'm going to be doing some subscriptions to the channel because I have that feature unlocked now. And I'm not sure which tier is going to be which, but one of the things that I liked is I liked Bronze Age Heroes to call some of my subs. Bronze Agers is going to be another one. Bronze Age Heroes is going to be another level. I like that. So I'm you know, let me know if you guys hate it, be gentle. Suggested, was it Bronzenites? I think it was, yeah, Bronzenites. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And it just kind of reminded me of Geminites from Gem which I don't want to be too close to that, but I think it's cool. I'm glad that anybody, you know, came up with names and tried to think of stuff. Oh, of course I'll toss them 100%. So that's the other thing. I'm going to be unveiling that. So if you guys do want to support the channel, that's one way you can do it. Talk about somebody who doesn't, he's told me many times I should tell you guys all to like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I don't really like to do that. What I do ask you to do though is share my videos with people that are in your comic book community that you're a part of. Oh, dude, I need to watch that. You know, share my videos with everybody and that's in your comic community that you think would enjoy them. That's all. And then comment on my videos. You know, you guys are in the live chat, so it's a little bit different. But if you're watching on the rewind, I want your comments. I want you to share the videos. I want it way more than liking and subscribing. Only do that stuff if you feel like it. So, well, I'll toss them and then you can get them. So I don't mean like tosses and like throw them away. Bronze Age beef. Ooh, I like that. I like that, GT. The only thing I don't like about it so much is I'm from Washington and we have this weird feud with Oregon and they're the beavers, or at least they're the ducks and the beavers. You know, but I do like Bronze Age beavers. That's pretty good. I do like that. Good job. Yeah, I actually like, so a few videos now I've recorded. I say like, hey, Bronze Agers, that kind of thing. I mean, you probably know that because you watch my videos, right? And I like bronzers too, but Bronze Agers sounds pretty good. But Bronze Age Heroes just kind of like for the higher tier subscription. I think that has kind of a nice ring to it. Okay, so let's go do a random number generator. So the other thing I was going to say is for all these random things, I used to ask somebody in, ooh, the Beardos, that's pretty good too. I used to ask somebody in the chat how many times to randomize. Go random.org. How many times to randomize the chat? That's so weird. Did they change this? Okay, so I know what I'll do here. Okay, no big deal. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Knights of the Bronze Age is pretty cool. Do they steam their beavers? They do. Of course they do. They do. Oh man, I'm getting some good suggestions in here. Yeah, I hope they steam their beavers. That's the only way to get a good beaver clean. So, but yeah, what I keep trying to say and keep getting distracted on is why is that not showing up? Oh, because I'm not showing it. There we go. Okay, you guys want to see that? So, I don't win evil one tonight. What I'm gonna do is generate 3 times. And so I used to ask people in the chat, hey, how many times should I hit the randomizer? You know, different people do it different ways. Like some people do the random number generator, then that's how many times they hit generate. Some people, they always do it 6 times, for example, on one channel I watch. He knows who he is. Everybody else knows who he is too. I'm gonna do it 3 times. And the reason why is because the Bronze Age is the 3rd age of comics, right? You got golden, silver, and then bronze. So 3 times. So we had 17 entries. It would help if I hit numlock. How about the multiple balls of the Bronze Age? It certainly has a poetic ring to it. So I'm gonna hit generate 3 times. And then the third winner, the third number that comes up is the winner. It does wonders for your beavers. It's like a Billy Mays commercial coming in. Chaos Undivided. Okay, so 3 times. Good luck, Team Tear, and good luck, Team Save. One of you is heavily outnumbered. 1, 2, 3. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh my. So number 7 was economics in comics. So, sir, I didn't see your answer. Do you want lengthwise or horizontal? I feel like I'm going to get a better tear horizontal. Is the only reason I say that, because I feel like lengthwise is probably going to go diagonal anyway. So do you want lengthwise or horizontal, sir? You get to choose. You get to be the winner. And thank you for all the super chats, guys. I really do appreciate that. Wait, I thought you were team save, Kunk. Any direction. Okay. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it lengthwise. I don't know. Oh no, Kunk's coming on there. Yeah, you should have put in your super chat, man. Around the time you were saying it, you could have been the one that won. All right. Let's see how well I can do this. So guys, Brennan, thanks for sending this. I really appreciate it. But the person who won it has a request, and I'm going to honor that request. But I do appreciate it. I'm very sorry to the artist. I'm not so sorry to the guy whose box it came in. But guys, sick. Comic art has been destroyed. I think we've done our job here. Hopefully you didn't duck out before the big reveal. I'm not going to yodel. I'm a yodeler. But yeah, there you go, man. I will mail you those halves next time something needs to come through, man. I think we've done all the damage we can do tonight. Do you want your other stuff, Billy? Like, I don't even know if you want these comics, so you should let me know too, and privately or whatever. We'll talk about it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, guys, throw up the 6 in chat. Throw up the 6. All right, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled for the videos coming out later this week. I will wrap it up now. Try not to take forever like I usually do. What I'm trying to do is just pull up my actual live stream to end the chat, which isn't coming up. I need the in chat button. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to vamp for a second here because I actually have to, I don't know why my window closed. Must have closed it out with the random number generator. And in the live chat, I actually have to hit a button inside YouTube. So that's awkward. But yeah, hopefully we all love that Chaos won tonight, except for K-pop. Yeah, there was other stuff. So you can either pass it on, Billy. You can either pay it forward. What I can do, if you're not interested in the comics, because I know sometimes you have a ton of comics around your house. I get it. You probably have all these comic books. If you want me to pay it forward to the next winner next week, I will do that, and then it'll be part of that super chat prize. Or I can just send them to you. You're the winner. So, okay, or give it to K-pop. Give it to K-pop or pay it forward. I like the pay it forward suggestion, but I also think K-pop was the other super chat donator. So I like that too. So you let me know what you want to do, and well, I guess it's up to K-pop at that point. If she wants it, she's got it. So awesome, very nice, generous offer of you, Billy. But I will send you your torn halves and see if you can pin them to your wall. So congratulations, everybody. I think we saw something great tonight. So okay, cool. Yeah, we'll see what she wants to do later. I think we saw something great tonight. That was some magic. I'll catch you next week in next week's installment of Late Night Comic Books with Bronze Age Nerd. And you guys, for today, are all Bronze Age heroes in my eyes. Thank you for sticking around. Thanks for watching this video. And I want you to remember, as always, hey, 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 hey. Read comics every day. Have a great week, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful one, and I'll catch you in the next video.